totally flat. I mean, if you're walking on the bottom of the Earth, hey, Kevin, does your hair hang?
No.
Yeah, I think it would. How would gravity work if the Earth was flat?
I don't know, man. You tell me. What do you think those people out there are saying?
I don't know.
They think gravity's opposite.
It could be, Maybe if I was on the bottom side of the Earth and it was flat, I wouldn't be fat.
Maybe.
I'd be like 8 feet tall and I'd be skinny. So I mean, that's always a possibility. But anyway, hey people, we're gonna get out of here tonight. Sorry about the guest no show.
I'm totally sorry about that.
You know what I need to do is I'm gonna start having a guest that I can call. What I'm going to do is find a guest or a couple guests that I can call on a moment's notice and have them fill in. Because I really, it's not fair to me. It's not fair to you guys. I know that I've been getting messages all day. Somebody, a few of you were interested in the guest we were going to have tonight. And it's kind of upsetting that he... We can talk for like a few more minutes. I have a couple things I want to say. Okay. What do you? No, I don't smoke pot, but go ahead.
No. Okay. Well. Anyways, like, what if? Let's say you're in space, and let's say you wanted to go somewhere. Well, how would you do that? How would you get to point B? Because, the speed of light is so fast, how would you be able to get to that speed? Well, you can't use conventional rockets. They've tried that.
Rubber bands don't work either.
Rubber bands don't work either. So they've got to come up with some Star Trek-y type stuff.
Warp drives.
Warp drives.
Do you know they actually said a couple months ago that they were working on a warp drive, and they actually got somewhat of it kind of perfected. So,
well, the thing is, what a warp drive is, it bends space. So basically, you wouldn't be moving, but space would be moving itself. You'd be going so fast that you wouldn't be actually moving, that the stuff around you would be moving.
Yeah. But I always wondered if you go a certain speed, like
fat.
Get
certain fat.
Like the fighter pilots, they can only go so many Machs before they kind of like either black out or their face twists off their body, or they get squished on the back.
Well, what's the fastest they can go?
It's about 35 miles an hour.
35 miles an hour.
35.
On an airplane?
Oh, I thought you were talking about on a scooter. I'm sorry.
Like what?
Yeah. No, seriously, I don't know. Maybe 600, 700 miles. Actually, 1,000 miles an hour.
But you can go pretty fast. They can go fast.
Yes. Yeah. And pretty soon your eyes are in the back of your head.
So how would you be able to go faster, like, through space? So they would need to build
a ship. There's no friction, though.
And the thing is, we don't have the materials to build that type of ship to go to wherever we need to go in space. Let's say if we wanted to go to Pluto.
Well, come on, they got the materials.
We don't got the speed. That's
Roswell. You're forgetting Roswell. They and all the other. We supposedly have all these UFOs that crashed that we have, or the ones that landed and we executed the aliens, and we have their spaceships parked in the basement of Area 51.
Well, the thing is, they don't have. There's an issue. Let's say if you go into space and you're going at a certain speed, you're going to go back to Earth, you're going to be younger. You're not going to be older. You're going to be younger.
Okay,
that's
wait
the
a minute.
Issue.
No, wait. They're wrong. Do you know if they take a number and twist that number, Kevin, it could be the opposite? I remember one of their guests told me, when you die, when you see this big light and it's white, and he says that you're supposed to walk into it and it takes you to heaven. He said that's a trick. You actually want to go to the darkness. Well, and the darkness is where you want to go. So, so they're saying at a certain speed, you start getting younger, right? Maybe they're lying. They just want to get you older and get rid of you. You get older as you go faster.
Well, the thing is, let's say you're going 10 miles an hour on the road. People are going to be...
your mom?
People are going to be freaking mad at you. People are going to be honking. Someone's probably going to get out of their car and beat you up for it. Well, anyways...
Not when they see me.
Well, let's say if you're going 10 miles an hour on the road, and somebody, like a hooligan or whatever, is dipping by going 80 miles an hour, do you think he's going to get to point A a lot quicker than the person that's going 10 miles an hour? That person is going to be there, get his job done, and be home a lot quicker, and he's going to be like, wow, I did all this in like 5 minutes, compared to the guy that's going 10 miles an hour. He's going to be done in like an hour or two.
But hey, if you go, in other words, if you're
So
going
he's going to feel older.
But you know, if you're going up in space, right, and you're going for a long ways, and you're going at such speed, and you're getting younger, right? What happens if you go so far? You result go back before a baby.
Well, this is what I told
can't.
you.
Your mom's not there.
Well, what
How
if-
can you go back? It's impossible.
This is what I told you back in our first couple episodes. Let's say this: if you're looking through a telescope and you're looking at something 5 light years away, you're looking at that 5 years ago. You're not looking at that.
No, you're wrong.
You're not. Well, let's say
You
an
can be looking at
asteroid.
something 100,000 years ago. I mean, you
Well,
know.
if you're looking at an asteroid 5 years or 5 light years away, you're looking at that asteroid 5 years ago. You're not looking at it at your present time, because light takes, 5 years or 5 light years to get to that asteroid. So your light won't be there for 5 years.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it from the past.
Yeah, you could be.
So that asteroid could have moved or could have been blown up. You won't know for another 5 years.
Yeah, that is always a possibility.
And that's the crazy thing about these theories that people keep saying. And I would love to have some guests that talk about stuff like this.
Yeah, hey, if you want to be a guest on our show, please contact me at motorcycletalkbygary@gmail.com.
Yeah, definitely. And also check out www.nightdrainstalkradio.com. I try to keep that updated daily. I try to, and keep new content fresh and updated. So definitely check that out. Also check out our Spreaker, our iHeart, and the rest of our other apps on radio.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're on all the major apps, and we got literally thousands of people listening to us today. And I feel totally, totally insecure and embarrassed that I don't have a guest tonight.
Well, I'm not embarrassed. I
Yeah.
feel like talking right now.
Well,
what can we talk about?
Actually, I want to kind of wrap it up for tonight. Tomorrow we gotta let's see, who do we have on my guest list? It's
Make
hopefully
sure-
good. Okay.
If you-
we have Miss M tomorrow.
If you cannot get a response by your guest by, like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., we got to find a new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There's got to be a set time limit. If the guests don't, respond, we got to quickly.
Yeah, well, I'm booked all the way up to the end of March with guests. So, I mean, I'm going to...
We got to quickly refill and all that.
Yeah, it's my fault. I should have I talked to the guy through emails today. I should have contacted him earlier tonight, and I probably could have found somebody. So, I am sorry out there. It's my fault we don't have a guest tonight. But you had to put up with us for about 38 minutes.
That's not that bad.
Well,
No.
my wife has been doing it for 40 years.
So 40 minutes doesn't compare to 40 years.
Oh, no, not at all.
So-
So anyway, again, Motorcycle Talk by Gary at gmail.com.
And send an email.
Hey.
Stay awesome.
Yeah, I'm not done yet.
He's not done.
I'm not done. I'm still going. So if you're in the paranormal, if you're in a ghost club where you're going out to cemeteries and you're going ghost hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
we
Go to
want-
a cemetery out in Gig Harbor, Washington.
Oh, actually, Walla, Washington.
Oh, Walla.
Yeah. But anyway, what I'm saying is we like to have you on your show, you and your cohort. And we'd love to interview you about what you're doing on ghost hunting. So again, contact us, please, at
Anything,
Motorcycle Talk by Gary at gmail.com. And you know what? You could be on our show.
anything paranormal or eerie.
Yeah, or strange. I mean, do you have ghosts or black-eyed people knocking at your door in the afternoon? Or
We're not talking about the black-eyed
or
peas.
shadow people, like you're in bed, like when I was a little kid at my grandmother's house in Oakland, California. I looked and I saw the shadow come out of her huge walk-in closet and kind of wrap around the room.
Oh, no.
And then it went back into the closet. And then
You sound easy to scare.
I was scared. I actually had to sleep with a blanket over my head that night. I was that scared. But I was a little kid.
Can't imagine, since we never, like, actually, like, well, when we go out on motorcycle trips, we haven't, like, actually pitched a tent and slept outside.
I won't do that.
He won't do that because
No.
he's scared of, like, the bush, and he's scared of, like, the Sasquatch. And he's scared.
Yeah, because you heard what I was my
Yeah.
guess. I ran in, me and a friend of mine who was a medical doctor, you
Well,
know.
he's
We
afraid.
ran-
He's afraid of that.
Oh, no.
He's
I
scared
tell
of
you,
that.
you're out, right, 2 miles away from a road, which up in the Canadian Rockies, and all of a sudden you see something that looked like a bear, and then you look through it with a telephoto lens, and you realize this sucker is not a bear, and that sucker is big.
Yeah, and you don't want that during a motorcycle trip, do you?
No, I would pee my pants so bad. Yes, but
That'd be some scary shit.
That's why, like my wife for 40 years, or not 40, but since 2000s, keep saying, "Why don't you ever take when the kids are still young? They're all adults now. When are they going to move out?"
I feel like a kid. Fuck.
She would say, "Why don't we go camping? Why don't we go camping?" I did buy an RV for a while, big diesel rig for a while.
Yeah.
But she didn't like that type of idea. She liked the idea of getting a tent. You think I'm going to go out anywhere in the woods when there's like 16,000 people have vanished in our state, our national parks in this country since 1900 to, was it 4 years ago? 16,000 people have gone into the national forest system and never been heard about again. Gone.
Well, Dad,
History.
When I used to sneak out of the house back when I was a kid to go out ding dong ditch or go out and do things that I shouldn't have been doing, I would go through the woods to get to where I was going, and nothing never happened to me.
Okay, well, there's a difference, okay? We're talking about our woods is like 2 acres here. Down the street, somebody has a quarter acre because everybody logged their stuff out years ago.
Gig Harbor ain't nothing now.
It used to be all woodlands around here where I live. That's why I moved out here years ago. Now
it all
it's
changes.
But when you go out where there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres,
like the Rocky Mountains and stuff like that.
Canadians, Rockies, Mount Rainier, stuff way out there,
right out in the boonies.
Yeah, I mean, the Indians even talked about, to the white men when the white men started coming in and taking their land.
Well,
they were talking about Bigfoot.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me give you a theory right now. So every time they do a commercial on a state or a town or a city, like let's say Alaska, they used to do a lot of commercials like, hey, come to Alaska. It's beautiful. Guess what? They don't do that anymore because it's getting overpopulated.
Yeah, they used to give you money, too, to move to those states.
That, too. Yeah. So as the population booms, stuff like national parks, the woodlands, the beauty that came out of the states are being torn away, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do you need all these extra things you don't need? So.
Oh, heavy. Well, anyway, guys, we had a short show tonight. I am sorry.
It was a great night, though.
Yeah,
it was good talk.
Yeah, I got to burn up the internet and send this guy a email and find out what happened to him.
Exactly.
Hey,
what the heck?
Yeah, but we got some
This was fun, though.
Great guests, though, coming on. We got Don coming in on Friday. I don't really want to say too much about what he does.
We'll let him speak for himself.
But tomorrow, Miss M is on. And that is going to be a great show.
And it's going to be very eerie.
Yeah, I'll post up what she does tomorrow up on Facebook and on our website. But, I mean, she has been on every major radio talk show around. So, and we got her, too. So
nice.
Yes. So, for some reason, she wanted to know the exact date I was born, my full name, and the minute I was born, the exact minute to the second. So maybe she's going to tell me something about my my future,
or something else. But
yeah.
Hey, well, it was a great night.
Yeah, it was. Hey, the weather forecast in Gig Harbor, Washington.
Oh yes.
Tomorrow morning it'll be sunny. Tomorrow night it'll be dark. Hey, what can I say?
But how was the weather today, though?
Cold. Okay, Kevin, we're gone. We're history.
Any jokes? Last minute jokes?
Yes. I looked in the mirror and saw myself.
Okay, the KFC is not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, KFC closed more stores today.